When you know within yourself that there's something you want to do, and I believe that all of us are born with a purpose, that all of us have something that we are supposed to do, that all of us have some goodness within us, and that goodness gives us a responsibility to manifest our greatness. Not only it's possible for you to have your dream, but it's necessary. It's necessary that you have it, that you work on it, that you develop yourself, that you go for what is yours in the universe. Every single day when you wake up, you better be spending time on your dream. You better be spending time. You ain't got time to waste. It is a sense of urgency. It's a character, who you are. It's not the tittle that makes you. It's not the success that makes you. The character defines the success, defines the fame, and it starts right there. They won in thousands of hours in the training room, the laps, the 5 a.m. runs. And when it's raining, and when everyone else sleeping, that's when it's won. The heart of a champion is a light switch that's always on. It doesn't go on and off. When someone's watching, it's constant. It's how you look at something. If your name is attached to it, then you do it right. The best of your ability, every single time. And the problem of some of you is that want somebody else to support your dream? It's yours. I don't owe you a dime, it's your dream. If you want to happen, get your butt up and make it happen. If you want to happen, rise and grind. That if you want a thing bad enough to go out and fight for it, to work day and night for it, to give up your time, your peace, and your sleep for it, if all that you dream and scheme is about it, and life seems useless and worthless without it, and if you gladly sweat for it, fret for it, and plan for it, and lose all your terror of the opposition for it, and if you simply go after that thing that you want with all of your capacity, strength and sagacity, faith, hope and confidence, and stern pertinacity, if neither cold poverty, famished and gaunt, sickness or pain of body and brain can keep you away from the thing that you want. But during those down moments, that's where the growth takes place. That's where the work is. See, anybody can feel good when they have their health, their bills are paid, they have happy relationships. Anybody can be positive then. Anybody can have a larger vision then. Anybody can have faith under those kind of circumstances. See what the real challenge of growth, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, comes when you get knocked down. That some of you in your life, the reason why you're not blowing up, the reason why you're not successful, you're not learning to pass, you think just because this opportunity is for you. And not every opportunity is for you. All of us have experienced some tragedy, and if we haven't, we will. And you can let it destroy your life, or you can build upon it. You can commit it to let you hold you down. Or you can decide, I'm not going to let that happen to me. I'm bigger than this. It's not going to be easy. When you want to change, it's not easy. If it were in fact easy, everybody have do it. But if you're serious, you go all out. We all fall down in life. The question is who gets back up? Is forgive and grow. You're about to separate yourself from the path, and you're about to be on top. If you want to begin to move into your own personal greatness, you got to be willing to go against the tide. You've got to be willing to harness your will and say, in spite of this, I'm in control here. I'm not going to let this get me down. I'm not going to let this destroy me. It's not your circumstances or your situations that determines if you're going to be successful or not. I've been telling you that is your mindset. It's the way you see it. It's the way you think it. Your mind is the battleground. Touch somebody and tell them the enemy is after your mind, out to worry you to death, out to stress you to death, out to break you down, out to make you quit, out to make think that can't get up, out to make you give up on your dreams. The warfare is in your mind. It's not on your checkbook. It's not in your savings account. It's not on your job. The fight that you got to fight is in your mind. And if you whip it in your head, you can whip it in your checkbook. You can whip it on your job. You can whip it out of your children. But you gotta drive it out of your head. What is it you said to the kid? It ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. Get up. Get up. Get up and don't ever give up. And we can stay here, get the shit kicked out of us. Or we can fight our way back into the light. We can climb out of hell, 1 inch at a time. To be able at any moment, sacrifice what you are for what you will become. Most of you won't be successful because when you're studying and you get tired, you quit. I'm not good in math. That's right, because you never study. I'm no good in rhyme because you never write before. Talent you have naturally. Skill is only developed by hours and hours and hours of beating on your craft. If you are not making someone else's life better, you're wasting your time. Don't cry to quit. Cry to keep going. Don't cry to quits. You already in pain. You already hurt. Get a reward from it. If you know what you're worth, go and get what you're worth. But you gotta be willing to take the hits and not pointing fingers saying you ain't where you want to be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that, and that ain't you. You're better than that. Every day is a new day. Every moment is a new moment. Now you've got to go out and show them that you're a new creature. Now, I'm gonna show you how great I am. In the 17th chapter of St. Luke, it's written, "The kingdom of God is within man, not one man nor a group of men, but in all men. In you, the people, have the power to create machines, the power to create happiness. You, the people, have the power to make this life free and beautiful, to make this life a wonderful adventure. Now, what are you gonna do? Because limits like fears are often just an illusion. I'm coming back, and I'll be stronger and better because of it." You have got to make the declaration that this is what you stand for. Standing up for peace of mind. You're standing up for health. You're standing up for your dreams. You want it? And you're gonna go all out to have it. Let it go, and begin to focus on developing myself. And I say to you, you're gonna have people that do things to you. Things are gonna happen to you. And the most important thing to do is to harness your will and let it go. And move, so you can grow, so you can get on with your life. It doesn't matter about what happens to you. What matters is, what are you gonna do about it? When you want something bad, you can't count the cost, because if you count the cost, and you see how much it cost, you might quit, you might give up, so you gotta go in, knowing that I don't count the cost. I'll do as many push-ups as it takes, as many sit-ups as it takes, as many reps as it takes. I'll study as long as it takes. I'll pay whatever the price is. Why? Because if start to count the cost, I might quit. I might give up. I might surrender. Don't count the cost. You don't count the cost on this one. You don't count how many breaths you take. You don't count it. You get to a point where you don't count it. You just do whatever it takes to get whatever you want. Don't stop. Stay busy. Work your plan. Continue to do those things that you know that work for you. After you have evaluated yourself in the situation, once you make a decision and you go all in, and you say, ain't quitting till I get there, ain't giving up, ain't giving in. I will do whatever it takes to be successful. And when you make that decision, when you look, you in the mirror, when you tell yourself that, look, I'm through, I'll do whatever it takes, I guarantee you that's the day it begins to happen. Forget about your past. Forget what happens back in the day. Make the rest of your life the best of your life.